Welcome to Talent Tuesday Birthday Edition. It is Marie-Louise's birthday week, and we are doing a challenge that she set us to celebrate her birthday. So grab some cake and some coffee and let's do this. The challenge was to do a spray paint galaxy painting and make it mixed media. So as you can see, I kind of cheated because it's still too hot for me to be out in my garage doing a spray painted painting. So I took an old one and I cut up the piece that I wanted to keep out of that spray paint painting that I could then use to embellish. And I decided I was going to put it on this 12 by 12 inch cradle wood board, and I marked out exactly where I wanted to put what I had cut out. And in order to glue it down onto my board, I'm just using some Mod Podge, and I'm going to go over it and make sure that my galaxy painting is secured to the board. Now that my galaxy painting is secured to the board, I took 2 strings to mark out where the center of the whole piece is, and I took my compass and drew a circle over my painting. And I'm going to take Amsterdam-Lamp Black paint, which you probably can't see right there, and I've got a little square of sponge, just a regular kitchen sponge that I cut up, and I'm going to use that to dab the black around that outer edge and create almost like you're looking at this planet through a telescope. However, I didn't want the edges to be sharp, so you will see that I do have it feathered as it goes in, and I think the look is pretty cool. But let me know what you think. As most of you who follow both Marie-Louise and myself know, we are definitely partners in crime, and I just have to give a huge shout out to the birthday girl. She means just the world to me. We bonded through art and have just really joined each other on our journeys and explored together, challenged each other both on and off the screen with YouTube. She is a fun, sassy soul sister, and I can't imagine my world without her now. And one day, hopefully at some point in the future, we might actually be able to meet face to face. Wouldn't that be a wonderful dream? One of the things that ML and I really enjoyed doing together are these spray paint galaxies. We just love that fantasy world, and I think that is perhaps why she chose that we do spray paint galaxy paintings and make it something a little bit different. So now that I have completed my sponge work, it is dry, I've decided that I want to do something to that moon or planet, the other planet from the planet that's in the background. And so I am going around here and using that wonderful Mod Podge again. It is a gloss Mod Podge, and I'm doing it simply because I'm wondering if that spray paint may lift in the second layer or dissolve a little bit. It probably wouldn't in hindsight, but just to be sure, I did cover that orangey planet, moon, whatever it is, whatever you want it to be, in the Mod Podge, and just created a seal for it. And right here, I'm at the edge of where that sponge work or the edge of the telescope and that moon come in, and I wanted to keep some of that feathering from the sponge. So I'm trying to work that brush into those areas. We are on to the next stage, and I am using Craftor UV resin. I am an affiliate, and they did send me this fantastic set of 3 containers of UV resin. Each one has 100 milliliters of resin in it. You will see that I moved my painting or my project up onto my resin board because that is a leveling table. And obviously I made sure that everything was level because the next layer is going to be UV resin. So I don't want it running all over the place, which it ends up doing anyway. This is not as easy as it looks. And I definitely should have consulted my buddy Johnny over at Johnny Dark Art because he does a lot of these UV resin creations where he paints that resin on top of a pattern and somehow gets it to not run over. So I should have phoned a friend to ask how he did that. Anyway, as I was saying, Craftor very kindly sent me this UV resin, and as an affiliate, they did also extend to me and to you all, my viewers, a 20% discount on any product on the Craftor website, should you wish to purchase their resin. Now, I have used lots of their regular one-to-one resin, but this is my first time using their UV Hard Type resin. And, you know, just because this didn't turn out exactly the way I wanted it to, in you know, my exacting fashion where I want everything absolutely perfect, that has nothing to do with the resin itself and all to do with user error. So that 20% discount code will be in my description below. So if you want the resin, make sure you check it out and get yourself, save yourself some money. And I may get future discounts on their resin as well. So it's a win-win situation. So definitely go and check it out. Everything started off so easily here, and I'm thinking, oh, this is a piece of cake. Just be really careful. I'll push that resin right up to the edge, right where I want it, and everything will be hunky-dory. However, I got overexcited with the resin once I did get the resin all the way around the edges. And again, I'm trying to get that resin into those feathered areas, but not onto the black parts. Anyway, long story short is that I do end up overfilling the resin, or it, you know, in that area, in that moon area, and it does end up flowing over, and I'm trying to stem the tide. And then I just decide, okay, hurry up and cure it before it leaks back out into the outer areas. Yeah, it was a bit of a disaster. Anyway, I did 3 layers of this UV resin. The end result, while not absolutely perfect how I like it, is still really good. Speaking of disasters, this was where my phone slipped out of its mount, nearly fell right into the painting, so it's definitely having issues. I just had to leave that moment in to show that, yes, the life of a YouTube artist sometimes is not that easy. Here I'm all proud of myself, everything looks great, and just making sure that my circle's perfect, and then disaster strikes. And the resin starts to overflow. And that just begins the beginning of the end, the never-ending fight. Because I was fiddling with the resin as it was curing, I actually lifted some of the cured resin and created a bubble pocket in it, which I'm going to show you right here. Can you see that? So not great, but not terrible either. But it definitely kind of put a wrinkle in the resin, and I'm going to attempt to fix it while also creating a more 3D look to that planetary moon thing by adding 2 more layers of resin. Did I learn from my mistakes? Nope, not really, but I did learn not to mess with the resin once you're starting to cure. And round 3 because I'm a masochist. As I'm headed towards the end of this mixed media piece, let me know what you think in the comments below. And Johnny, if you're watching this, what were the tips that I should have followed from you in order to not have that resin overflow, but yet keep to the outlines of my moon? In the end, I don't think it turned out too badly, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And of course, please join me in wishing Marie-Louise a very happy birthday. And if you haven't seen her video, you just have to go back and watch it. Her video link will be in my description below. Bye for now.